That video goes on news and it doesn't correspond with what happened here. We will sue.
Someone's not happy that there's so many cameras. Media came out trying to do interviews, and there's one guy that's not happy that he's being filmed. He's being escorted away there.
Now, guys, I was live from 7 o'clock yesterday and I posted everything as it happened, not clips. So,
I think it is important for you, the press, to listen to the people because it happened, the same happened in Senekal as well. I've been there as well. You guys, if you want to give the news out to South Africa, talk the truth to the people. Tell the exact same thing. If you know who threw the first stone here yesterday, tell it. Don't make stories up because you cause more shit than good.
I got that on camera.
Oh! Ow!
Jeez.
yeah, guys, as you can see.
Ow! Now not reporting the story provided is after having spoken to all the officials who have been speaking out about this issue, and they're threatening all the members of the media who are standing outside here, saying that, well, if the media is here, they will not be speaking to members of the media, and they will try to escalate charges against some members of the media. But that aside, of course, this has gained attraction from many political parties, which some of the parents here were saying, and here to score political points. I have the African National Congress, which has decided to show up obviously
I think so. I might be standing on the wrong side, guys. People do not want to talk to the media. They're not happy with the way the media is reporting on things. Basically, since the media came out on this side, there's been a bit of tension. This time with the media, not with EFF. Guys, I gotta be honest, I'm running low on power and my power bank is shit. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We can't allow a situation in South Africa in 2020 where a certain section, a certain group in the community decides to think that they will be able to control the movements of other people. We're here not to provoke anyone. We're here to make a statement that this is South Africa. There is no Republic of the Western Cape. There is no Republic of Cape Town. There is a Republic of South Africa. We have one constitution. So we're not going to be intimidated. We're not going to be bullied. We're going to be upfront with the truth. Here, white supremacy must be confronted. It must be defeated, and we must say as it is.
No, I'm not a local, I'm an activist, and I'm not a local, I'm an activist, and I stand for all people in our nation. My Raptor car, which is just around here, and there's people from all colors and people groups on that car. I stand for what is right. And,
Not feeling comfortable, guys, I gotta be honest.
The other media here, it was the EFF's constitutional right to protest, and it's their God-given right, also a constitutional right to protect their children that in their school. So if the EFF wants to come here and terrorize, if I had my child in this school, I also would have been there, definitely. I also would have been here to protect, because it's my God-given right and constitutional right to protect what is mine. So there's no white supremacy here. Where's all the white teachers in other schools around the world, around South Africa? Where are they? I've got pictures of screenshots of websites where there's not one white teacher in schools. So why must there be white teachers here? When are we going to not see color anymore in our nation? I'm a South African, you're a South African, he's a South African, or is he a white South African now, or a black South African and I'm a white one? Or are we South Africans? As long as the ANC and this government sees color through policy, we're always going to have this problem. We're always going to have this exact problem we are having now. It's through the policies of this nation that we are struggling, and where we are right now. It's because of that. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
The Western Cape has been dubbed one of the most racial tension-filled provinces in the country. That is something that everyone knows about this country. They always admit that Cape Town is a lot of racism. What do you say to those reports that take place, not only from people that are coming from Cape Town, but people that are coming from other provinces who come to the Western Cape and report that Cape Town is racist?
I don't know. I don't see it like that. I come from Johannesburg. I stand for what is right and for righteousness and justice and love. And what I experience right now is that it's one group of people that's causing all the hate and division in our country. It's not the white man, it's not the Indian, it's not the colored. It's a group of people that is causing all the division. Through I don't know, shampoos and I don't know what else, but why causing all this hatred towards a certain race, people group singing kill the farmer, kill the boer as if it's a song, trompie or whatever. You know, these are serious things and our nation needs to deal with it. And I deal with murdered people every day when it comes to their family members of all cultures and people groups, and I see the tears and the pain in people's faces, and then you get people that stand on a political platform like Julius Malema that made an oath in front of a judge, called a parliamentary oath, where he promised to protect the people of South Africa, and then he sings on a stage together with his people, kill the farmer, kill the boer. How is that morally right in a society where we're supposed to be a rainbow nation and where all of us needs to work together to sort out our social problems? We do have some issues in our nation. We all know that. But is that the correct way to deal with it, by saying let's kill people? Will it be fair for me to say let's go and kill this and this and this people group just because I'm allowed to? You know, we need to be right. We need to be in right standing with other people, and the only way we can do that is through love, acceptance, and also by getting knowledge of the other people around us. So we need to understand that there's some social problems in you know, everywhere. There is social issues. We've got social issues, but how do we deal with these social issues? By getting psyching our people up to go and kill a certain people group. That's not right.
As an activist, what do you say to some people who have experienced harsh racism in the Western Cape?
You know, it is very simple. That as long as we see color, we're going to have problems in our nation. The one thing we need to understand is I need to love somebody else the same way I expect that person to love me. That is the only way we will ever be able to deal with racism in this nation. By accepting, and by accepting. We need to accept one another for who we are. That is first and more, that is the most important thing. We need to accept people for who they are and understand that yes, we are different. I'm an Afrikaner. You might be a Xhosa or a Zulu or a Sotho. We are different, but we are South African, and we need to love one another, and we need to deal with our social issues that's in our community.
Before I let you go, because we're here because of this issue that took place here at the Brackenfell High. Now, what do you say to a grade 12 learner who saw pictures of her peers who enjoyed themselves at a privately organized matric ball that was also reportedly posted on the school page? Now, that child, that black child who was excluded, from that matric ball, what do you then say to
Okay.
that child?
No, wait. But is that a fact? Because let me just tell you,
It's not the truth.
we are not sure about the facts yet. So this is only what some people think happened, and we are not sure what exactly inspired there. All right. So if it was a case of a school event, then there's a big problem at the school. If it was a case of how's the right word, a parent or somebody arranging this event, I believe you can ask to come to a private event, whoever you want. Like if I'm having a braai, I can ask whoever I want to come to that braai. I don't have to be political correct in that sense. Because I'm allowed to. It's my human right. I can mingle with people that I want to. It's just it's the way it is. Being an activist, I fight for everybody. In actual fact, I started my campaign for a coloured girl called Tasney van Wyk, which most of you will know in this area. So I fight for the rights of everybody. And just to answer your question, the truth needs to come out first, so that the people in Brackenfell and also in the Western Cape will know that was this event that happened in the school, or was it outside of school? And then they need to take it from there.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that.
Okay, I know.
But because we're live and we have to cut it short due to time constraints.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Well done, well done.
Well done, Monet. Well done.
That's Mornay from Hear Our Voices. Please go follow him on Facebook. Mornay Swart. ENCA is over here. People from the media, ANC. Really strong police presence here.
What happened yesterday, beating up women
Sorry.
by some white racist? It's not. It's not right, and it has to be challenged. How do you begin to raise a hand on a woman? It's wrong.
Exactly.
It's just wrong.
Especially in the context of gender-based violence.
No, we can't. So we have to communicate that we're not going to tolerate racism. We're not going to tolerate white supremacy. And we're not going to tolerate. So if the shoe is really eating one's foot, so be it. We don't care. We are here for a revolution. If people decide to live in the past, it's their problem. It's not exactly. So we will talk about it. I think let me rush.
No, it's fine.
We have a by-elections to run, but we had to come here to make sure that we are here, and then the message is clear.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
I can just finally get my few minutes with you. Can you just tell me in short why you understand that you are here today and why you felt it was come out here?
No, it was extremely necessary to come all the way out here. Not only because of yesterday. Obviously, we condemn. Yesterday was a very naked, symptomatic portrayal of white arrogance that we've got in this country. White arrogance that is allowed to perpetuate itself in the Western Cape in particular, and that is protected by the political establishment in the Western Cape. So we've come here to express our solidarity, not only with those who are at the receiving end of white arrogance yesterday, but also with those learners, because while we speak about no protests and learners must study in a good environment, we are here to also express our solidarity with those learners who are still traumatized as a result of the racist matric function. That I will say, yes, it was not done officially by the school, but it was done with the knowledge of the school, and with the support of the department. Even though the department are now saying it's a private matter, The MEC Derbyshire, with the mere fact that it says that you cannot interfere in a private matter, means that they fail to understand that a school is part and parcel of a community, and that as a provincial Department of Education, they've got oversight not only over what is physically happening in the school, but over what teachers do even outside of the school when it's relating to learners. So we are here in solidarity, but also to say that beyond this, as the African National Congress inside of the provincial legislature, we have posed a question for written reply to the MEC to give us a full report on this matter. But also we are going to ensure that the Committee of Education, the multi-party committee, does an oversight visit to the school. And if the committee and the DA wants to protect the school, we'll come as the opposition. But beyond that, what this speaks to, this is not the first time, this speaks to the systemic racism which the Western Cape Education Department, under the political leadership of Debbie Schaefer, is overseeing and is allowing, and the hypocrisy. They allow schools in the leafy suburbs, those that have been advantaged, to do as they please. But when it comes to schools in the Cape Flats, when it comes to schools in the poor and working class areas, a principal just takes a particular stand that contradicts what the department does in any small way, then they victimize the principal. Look at Wesley Newman. Wesley Newman is being victimized at Heathfield High School because he said at the height of COVID-19, learners should perhaps stay at home and he will assist learners who are at home. That's all he did. He protected the learners as a result of a call made by parents and the community. Wesley Newman is now facing charges. Wesley Newman is now being lynched by the department. Schools like these can do as they please. They can say, no, it's a private function. They can allow this and that. No action, no investigation. And that's the hypocrisy.
What was the response that you received here this morning upon your arrival?
Look, upon arrival, I must say it's been a very, very tense atmosphere. That's what one has picked up. It's been a very tense atmosphere, and one gets the sense that it's a very, very territorial approach. That many of the residents or people standing out here feel that no, we do not want to see, and that's just the sense. I may be wrong, but we do not want to see black people entering our space and telling us what to do in our space. So, in a sense, to me, it indicates that apartheid is still very much alive, and until we, even as those who are the majority, those in government and those in the state, until we tackle the crux of the material inequalities as a result of apartheid's legacy, until we tackle those issues, as Archbishop Tutu said in the conclusion of the TRC, we are not going to tackle these type of symptoms of racism in our country.
Thank you so much
Can
for
I
your time.
ask you a question as well? Do you live in Brackenfell?
No, I don't live in Brackenfell.
Where do you stay?
I live in Athlone.
Athlone. All right. So how involved are you with Brackenfell?
No, my capacity is being here, as I've indicated. I serve on the Standing Committee on Education in the Western Cape Provincial Legislature. So we've got an oversight over education across the province. So it's in that particular place. So we cannot be involved in each and every community physically.
Yes.
The involvement would be with the school and to oversee what is happening at our schools and raise those particular issues in the interest of oversight. Because in the end of the day, us in the legislature are the ones signing off on budgets that get spent on the schools and that get used to assist the schools. So we need to ensure that whatever is happening at our schools is in line with the ethos that we need to have in our country and in our province, because we've taken an oath of office.
And what if someone was to tell you that they've lived in Brackenfell their whole life, they've never experienced racism, regardless of the skin of their color of their skin? Sorry, we hear a lot of people from the public saying that. Some people in this school saying that as well, from teachers, from students. So what do you say to that?
Look, you see, when it comes to issues of racism, which very much personal experiences also. I've got a young man here, Mr. Kula, who studied at the University of Cape Town, who lives in Brackenfell. And he himself has reported before this incident, he has reported to me numerous incidents of racism, not only in the area, but at the schools in the area. The in which even issues of human resource management is dealt with. So we cannot, yes, that may be that person's experience to say, no, they have not experienced. It doesn't mean if they have not experienced and others have not experienced it. We need to, and one incident is enough for us to actually raise our disgust at it. So we cannot look at one and say, no, for this person it hasn't happened. Like there's one person for whom racism hasn't happened to, there are others to whom it has happened to. And for me, as I said to you, it's not just about the symptom and saying, oh no, they had this party. That's symptomatic of a systemic imbalance in our education system between the haves and the haves not. And the haves and the have not is still stratified along racial lines, unfortunately.
And what do you say to the people that say that the media is perpetuating this racial rhetoric and only look at stories from a black or white perspective, trying to basically say that racism still exists in this country and push that hard? Do you think that the mainstream media maybe not reporting accurately?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if I compare the mainstream media in South Africa to the mainstream media in Europe, having seen the European experience, there I can say they are perpetuating. But over here, I don't think the media is doing that. I think what the media, we've got a culture in South Africa of media freedom, where the media basically reports what it sees, and the media is basically reflecting what is the reality. Because the lived reality, beyond people using racial terms and chasing people away and saying you can't go to school because you've got this here and that here, underlying that, if you just go out of Brackenfell, I was on my way, I drove through Bishop Lavis. That in itself is reflective. Why does Brackenfell look like this but Bishop Lavis looks differently? That for me in itself indicates that our society is still racially stratified.
But couldn't that, some people would say that's failures of ANC and governance?
No, not necessarily. Yes, the ANC needs to do more, and the ANC has been trying. But the legacy of apartheid is still some of the structural imbalances. You cannot just change overnight, and there's resistance. Let me take a simple example. You look at the issue around land reform. The ANC and many parties in parliament have said, look, they want to do away with the willing buyer, willing seller model around the issue of land reform. Who opposes it? The minority, where their interests still want to oppose anything that speaks to a transformation agenda, to perpetuate the material imbalance that is there, because it suits a certain minority. So we are saying, I think the call is to say, let's build true unity and true non-racialism in our province. And the best way to do that is for us to start to engage practically on how we can put our hands together, yes, in holding government accountable on the transformation agenda. And let's put our hands together, whether it's the private sector or the public sector.
All right, cool. Your name, sorry?
Khalid Said, member of Western Cape Provincial Legislature.
Right. Thank you for your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What a crock of shit. Man, you can see the ANC has been brainwashed with all that woke bullshit. But hey, I felt it was important to get his opinion. He is, after all, a member of, I believe, like you said, the education department. Obviously, very pro ANC because obviously that's who he works for. A lot of, just, when he's protecting the media. I have no words. I think you guys will be able to judge for yourself. Maybe, sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments. I didn't see questions, but I wanted to challenge him on the EWC topic, but then I was like, there's an African guy there. I don't want to, that's a sensitive topic. So I'd rather not push any further. I don't want to be the one that starts something. So rather not, but we got a taste of what ANC, even at a level like that, an occupation or a job like his, that rhetoric is there and it's very strong. and it waffles, and it makes sense on paper, but in reality, it will destroy this country. Um, making it about racial things and stuff like that. Brackenfell is not a racist suburb. It's absolutely not. That's something that's definitely been spewed by the media. I've lived near Brackenfell for a very long time. I've lived in the northern suburbs since I was here in South Africa, and I personally, yes, I have experienced racism, and he's right. One incident is worth crying about or making some fuss about it. But at the same time, we have to forgive. We have to move on. Disassociate yourself from whoever is racist and condemn them. But you don't have to condemn a whole community. You don't have to condemn an entire nation or an entire province or an entire country. And that's the problem. The individual should be held accountable if there is or are racist people or individuals. But that's about it. You don't have to label an entire city as such. It's wrong. It creates more divide. I saw here some of the parents here protecting. They're not happy about being on film, so I'm going to be very careful. But some of them, there's a bit more. I want to ask if there's any of my viewers in Cape Town that are near the Brackenfell area. Do you want to get me a power hub, a power bank? I'm really nervous about power. I don't know how much I have left. I will pay you, obviously, for it. Please make sure it's fully charged. If I can borrow it for a day or whatever. If there's anyone that's near Brackenfell, please let me know. Email me. I'll get your email. But yeah, let's see what some of you are saying. You gotta admit, Kovis makes a point. There's always going to be prejudices with everyone. That's probably something that's never going to go away if we think about the human race, think about history. But I think the ANC uses this as a weapon against its own people. I don't know if you were saying crap to me or to the gentleman that was talking. JC, if you can bring one over, that would be great, man. Fully charged. It needs to be USB, normal USB connection. I have a cable. Just need most power banks are like that. So if you can, that'd be great. You know where I am, so I'm not going to be hard to find. Are you guys experiencing problems with the stream? Let me know. What are the problems exactly? This is, Sorry, guys, I'm streaming from my phone. The EFF, we don't know yet. They are apparently on the way. We haven't heard much. Let me go see what ENCA is saying. I'm going to be on TV, guys. Okay, so basically we've got African News here. We have Sunday Times. This is African News. I've been on TV. And that's ENCA.
Next to this man holding up the white supremacist racist, because I'm not a racist. I'm fighting for everybody in this bloody country. I'm not going to do this. Sorry, I'm not going to do it.
All right, so apparently Debbie just declined an interview. Obviously, I think the media was trying to race bait again. Not sure, came in a bit late there. There's a part of me that feels like some of this is staged. There's only one ANC guy with some ANC representatives who are not in ANC color. and it seems like they're here to maybe cause a bit of tensions. I don't feel really tensions are high, if I'm honest. I mean, there was a moment, yes, but it seems to have tempered down. Everyone's just kind of waiting. JC, if you're still watching, I don't know if you replied to me, but I'm gonna look at my emails very shortly. If you can make it here with a power bank, that'd be amazing. Um, I will be ending the stream in 30 minutes. Then we can arrange. My power will last for another 30 minutes. I'm sure. Let me just double check. Sorry, guys. I gotta put my phone down. All right, so those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Emilio. I am a local comedian. I decided to come down here to Brackenfell High School to see what is going on. There were reports of Cyril. Oh, that reminds me, guys. I have some behind-the-scenes footage while I was off stream. Debbie did an interview with a member of COSATU, and we got. But yeah, so I'll show that footage. It was interesting conversation between the two of them. And I asked the gentleman from COSATU if Cyril and Julius will be here, and he said we have no word on that as of yet. It's not been confirmed. So I don't think that Cyril or Julius will be here, but I have a feeling they might come later on in the week. We'll see. Again, no confirmation on that as of yet. But there is that. So this is the guy that doesn't like to be filmed. I'm filming him. He's probably arguing with the mainstream media now. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get in trouble later on for showing that. So as you can see, all the parents over there. Yeah, so I got some dogs in the distance. There's a little bit more people here now. I don't know what it looks like on the other side. Doesn't look like there's much happening on the other side. I have a feeling that if there was EFF or anything like that, we'd probably see them, hear them. It doesn't look like they are coming. People coming out of their houses, taking some footage, taking some pictures. Yeah, so JC, I see someone's tagged you. Let me just see if I can see your comments quickly. All right, you're headed out to Kelsriver in a minute. Okay, well, I'm here. You know where I am. Kelsriver isn't too far. I'm in, obviously, Brackenfell High School. I'm at the Brackenfell High School site. I will wait for you until you get here. I won't move unless something happens. But yeah, I've got about 30 minutes for this stream. And then I'm going to cut it again and restream on another part 3. But we will see how things go. People just chilling. Right now it's quiet. Right now it's very quiet. Not much is happening. Yeah, there's not much happening. Thank you very much, JC, for helping me. There's my email address if you want to email me some information, or if you want to help me find out where I am. But then again, I guess you guys know where I am. Cool. You'll see me. More police coming. I gotta say, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to JC for helping, and to everybody else, the donors that donated data. I'm still good with data for a while, so thank you guys so much. I'll be here for as long as I possibly can, as long as there is information. Yeah. What happened earlier with the ENCA?
I told them to flick in their mood.
Did they want a race bait?
Huh?
Did they want a race bait?
No, they wanted me to stand next to the ANC guy that is saying that white supremacist races must be dealt with, and I'm not there to help the ANC score bloody brownie points for their voting cuck, and I'm not a racist, so I'm not going to stand as a white person next to an idiot like that. He can take his placard and shove it up his ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, support Debbie. She's amazing. Yeah.
These people, they don't even know what happened, but they've got 110 things to say.
Well, that gentleman over there from also from ANC was interviewed him a little bit, and it was all rhetoric.
Yeah, no, they don't know what happened, but they've got 100 things to say.
Yeah, like you're saying, oh, Brackenfell is such a racist place, or there's problems with racism in Brackenfell. And then I asked him, I said, do you live in Brackenfell? He's like, no, but my friend does.
Really?
Yeah.
I've also got lots of friends living in Brackenfell.
Yeah, and then he said that his friend experienced racism and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel if you don't live here.
Black people that I interviewed yesterday, and that was also at the protest. They went to the 12 years that he's been here and at the school. He's never ever come across any racism. So once again.
Some people are saying that. So I'm not to say that you're lying or anything like that, but I've seen some people on social media actually say that he was lying, that his brother was always in fights and stuff. I don't know if that's true. I don't think it's true. But you can see that some people are causing.
It's the same as with this matric dance story.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with the school. It was a parent that organized a matric do for her daughter. There were invites sent. There was 40 odds. There were invites sent to every 200 and whatever. They rejected the matric dance, and now they want to make it out as if it is a racist thing. Come now, really.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
No, they must stop.
Is this gentleman from DA, or is he just wearing the DA?
I don't know.
I saw people taking pictures and stuff with him. All right. Do you think anything's going to happen today? Do you think?
No, I don't think so. How the EFF works, Malema would have come down. They would have a meeting and set a date to come, and Lucky threatened in his letter that is on social media that they are going to come and close Brackenfell down. So, yeah, let's see if they're going to achieve this. We'll get on their move, because Brackenfell is the whole Western Cape. Why do you think they don't go into Blue Downs and into Mitchell's Plain and all the coloured areas? Because they will get on their move.
Yeah.
They're targeting the white people only.
Mm.
Why are they not going into the coloured areas?
Yeah.
Because the gangsters and the colours there, they will moor them.
Exactly.
So they target the white people. You can blatantly see it. They're not targeting anybody else but the white people.
But they also
are
know,
the racists.
Yeah, they also
call
know.
us the racists. They are the racists. They call the
They also know that like if they target the white people, there's more that drives their narrative, that drives the
Exactly,
mainstream
more
media narrative.
exposure because
Yeah.
nobody, the press is not going to be there if it is a coloured and a black.
Yeah.
They're looking for sensation. They must go look for sensation somewhere else. Play in the traffic.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Debbie Else from Stop Farm Murders. You can visit the website, get all the social media details there. She's doing amazing work. Great stream yesterday documenting everything that happened as well. You can see some of that footage on my channel as well. You can also see some of the footage of Cynical. She was there. You may have seen her in some of the videos I made. So yeah, she's a big supporter. Please go support her. I'm very nervous to film the parents because they seem a bit angsty. Seems like the ENCA are doing something. I want to get what they're saying. Media taking a break. It seems like I missed it.
Why did this guy stand next to you?
No commotion yet at the school. Seems like I think the other side is actually quite quiet. I don't see anything happening there. Yes, I'd love to ask this lady like if she believes in the bullshit that she fucking interviews about. She'll never fucking. Okay. It's like a real question. Like, do you believe in the shit that you're hearing? Like, do you believe in the shit that? Like, why do you ask these questions? You know. I don't think ENCA will interview me. I'm not someone who is an activist or a member of parliament or of importance. They're just here to report on what is going on. I'm not a Debbie Else. I'm not a. Yeah, so. Like, okay, so these guys are actually ANC members. Like, all these guys right now are from the ANC. I don't know about the white people, but they're ANC. And they're leaving now. Apparently, that gentleman has experienced racism in Brackenfell. There's racism around the world, guys. And we are combating it. We are trying to be a better. That's my opinion. Like, no matter where you live, these people don't like people. Whether it be the color of your skin, or you got blonde hair, or you got black hair, you got like blue eyes. Those are gonna be preferences. Make it right to mistreat one another. Definitely not. But I do believe that humanity is trying to be more tolerant of one another. However, the mainstream media is creating that fear and separating us. And I'm going to try and interview one of these parents to see their opinion on racism. I'm just a bit nervous because they get really nervous, or I can feel tensions around. Like when they look at me, they stare at me when I have a camera on them. I don't think they like it. But I'm going to see who's willing to. Let me see if I can get someone now.
Who do they think they are? They came here with ships. They want to tell us now we mustn't be here.
They came here with ships. They want to tell us now it's their land. What bullshit. Sorry, sir. Are you a parent? Do you live in? Are you a parent? Do you live in Brackenfell?
No, I live in Galesville.
Okay. Can I get your opinion on what's happening today?
So who is that?
I'm an independent comedian. I have a YouTube channel. I'm live at the moment. I just want to get the public's opinion on what's happening today. Can I? All right. Just tell us your name.
My name is Peter van Dalen.
Cool. So, what's your opinion on what's happening today, and what's the events that happened yesterday?
Well, we are here to protect our children. You don't make a battlefield where our children are involved. You know, everybody's saying women, children are our most precious, and we should look after them. And then the EFF picks the school to make a battleground. I think it's totally wrong. It upsets me very much that they have gone so low as to now pick such soft targets. And I am here to protect the children. Your children are my children, no matter where they are. And you know, we should all be at work today, but we are not. We are here. In that sense, they have won because they are keeping us all out of work, so that we can protect the school and our children.
Yeah.
And that is what we are here for.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. So I don't want to really put the camera on anyone unless they give consent to be asked some questions. So I'm going to ask around if anybody wants to be on, and get some of the opinions from the public and hear what the people have to say. I've got about another 10 odd minutes, so I will squeeze a few in now. Let's see what.
Hi Joe, you well?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good man, can't complain.
Good. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No problems.
All right, cool. So just state your name.
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
All right. So Robin, do you have an opinion on what's happening today and what happened yesterday?
That's stupid basically. I used to go here, matriculated in 2007, and I didn't experience any racism. So
you can remove your mask. We can barely hear you.
Okay, cool. I didn't experience any racism going here for all the years that I was at Brackenfell High. It's pretty chill. It's a whole EFF socialist ideology, you know, racism, polarizing different groups and causing havoc, you know.
Yes. And how do you feel about the mainstream media and the way they've handled the situation?
You know, fake news. You know, fake news. False prophets of the day.
And you said you graduated when?
2007.
2007. All right.
So, yeah.
And since then, do you have any siblings in the school? Do you have
I have friends, family, because I live in Brackenfell, so I don't hear any problems. Obviously, you have, you know, your social justice warriors, people with ideology going there, but it's just one of the things. It's becoming very polarized these days. Everybody's on their side and digging in. So, I'm all about family, freedom, and
so you've lived in Brackenfell your whole life?
Brackenfell, I used to stay in North Bank, which is more of a colored community, and then I moved into Protea Heights.
Okay, that's a nice area in Brackenfell. And you haven't experienced any racism since you've been here. How long have you been in Brackenfell?
I've been here my whole life, basically.
Exactly. Okay, cool. I've also been near it and haven't experienced anything myself. I was told by an ANC member that just because you haven't experienced it doesn't mean other people have, which is kind of true.
Yeah.
But for the most part, your friends, your family ever reports or say anything about racism?
You have your odd ones here and there, but I mean, if someone's racist, it's their problem, not my problem. I go on with my life, I work, I put food on the table. So that's all I need to do from my side. And make sure you vote, guys. Vote for somebody that's not EFF or ANC. You know?
Agreed. All right, thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you. All right, so there we go. Robin giving his opinion on Brackenfell, a man that's lived in Brackenfell his whole life, colored individual, never experienced racism. So there we go. I think I'm going to try and ask some more people, but I'm going to end stream soon and restart. So far, again, I think the ANC members have left. I don't see them. The ANC people that were here.
Yeah, they got their little pain. They got their lime shine.
Even the media seems to have kind of dissipated now.
They say is that they just speech up for 10 minutes and then they leave again.
Yeah, there you go.
Just for their PR.
At the moment, they are black supremacist, racist guys. Exactly what is on their placket, that is what is happening to them. Black supremacists, racist.
There you go, Debbie Else, ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, follow her. Pharmatex, stop Pharmatex. Go to the website and follow them on social media. They have a group on Facebook as well, 75,000 strong. So yeah, and she does amazing work keeping up to date with everything. I'm also waiting for JC to come through with a power bank. Once again, I can't thank everyone. It seems like it's calmed down. I don't think much is going to happen, to be honest, but I will stream again so I'm going to end in about 9 minutes. If my mods can just put the link for the part 3. Squirrel doesn't look like he's going to come through. So yeah. Maybe. But there are reports that the ANC might be here tomorrow or after. Just have to keep on the news. And if that's the case, I will be back here. I will be back here. But you have to admire the parents for giving up their day at work to be here, to make sure that their children are safe, to make a stand, to show some solidarity. This is family, parents, brothers, sisters, all here to make sure that the children are safe while they take their exams in Brackenfell High School. There's a lot of police presence. I don't know. I can't tell if they're coming or leaving. There's still some police vans here on the side. There's still some police vans over there. I don't know. On the other side, there was a very, very strong police presence over there. But it looks like it's calmed down on that side as well. Not much happening. So yeah, I feel like we should get like a drum barrel and just make a braai. Right? That's how I feel. It's actually kind of, like the media will say, oh, it's very tension. It's very like, everything's. Let me just do this. So the media will say, oh, there's very a lot of tension. It's very intense. Racial tension is high. Not really. Honestly, I feel like if I brought a braai right now, we'd all be eating boerewors rolls and sharing it with everyone. That's really how I feel right now, and I think it's because the EFF hasn't shown signs of them being here. So we're all just here in solidarity, showing our support for the children, protecting them, making our presence known. There we go, men saying, "Well done, good job." Shouting "Burakam kum." I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but yeah. What I meant by that is, I don't know. Some people think that Burakam means something else when it actually just means the farmers are here. In response to what the EFF sing. So yeah, there's a man showing his support there. Great to see that. Media look bored as hell. Media look really bored. Sorry guys, I'm just flipping my bag around so that I can have better control here. So yeah. Yes. Huracão. More people. Look at that guy and his beard, man. Look, you guys can't see it, but this guy's got a freaking awesome beard. So yeah. Yes, it does mean that. I agree with it. I'm not saying I don't agree with it. I'm saying I agree with it. Yeah. %, and that is why Debbie Els didn't. That is why Debbie Els didn't want to do an interview with NCA, because they were going to put her next to a man that had a sign saying "White supremacy must fall" or something to that effect, and she refused to stand. And that was going to be on ENCA. She refused to stand next to that man with that sign. She didn't want to play into their games. She refused to do it. So good on her. Very good on her. I have seen the interviews, and I can tell you now, News Africa will not put the entire interview that they did with Mornay. I guarantee you. You can find the entire clip on this stream. Earlier on, I started off with that, and you can see for yourself how the media will try and twist things. They'll take certain parts out. I highly doubt they'll put the whole thing up. I hope they put the whole thing up. You will see at the beginning as well, before they went on air, the crowd was actually telling the mainstream media to f off if they're not going to tell the truth, shaming them, saying you should tell the truth. Don't twist things. We don't want you here if you're not going to tell the truth. That kind of stuff, and rightfully so. We've seen the mainstream media twist things and race bait all the time. So please, if you're new, if you've just tuned in, go back, watch the beginning. It starts right off there with a bit of commotion. It was only at that point that I felt a little bit uncomfortable. Some of the parents back behind me were scared or not scared, but they didn't want to be on camera. They were worried that the media was going to portray them in the wrong way, which they would have done. I can hear music now in the background. Like I said, it's kind of a Braai vibe now. Um, some of the young Brackenfell people are here as well, showing solidarity as well. Yeah, it's turned into a thing, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, please. I will be continuing to give live updates as the day goes on. Um, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see any EFF here. I really don't. But I'll keep you guys updated. I am waiting for a power bank to arrive. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the support, for the data, for the power banks. It's really, really greatly appreciated to help me keep telling you what's going on. I see there's another interview that's about to start. It looks like it's. Maybe I'll get this just before we close off. This is SABC is here. As you can see, some people have left. It looks like the crowd has decreased a little bit. There used to be bikers on this side. They seem to have gone. I think not everybody can stay here. So yeah, but everyone's been on this side for most of the time. I don't see anyone on that side doing anything. So yeah. It's Devi chatting to some people. It seems to have quieted down, to be honest. But look, I'm going to end the stream now. And see if you can interview them, and if you need a TV license to stream it. They won't. They won't. They won't accept that. I tried off camera to do that. They said no. Um, they won't. They won't do it. They do the interviews, not. They don't get interviewed. So yeah, I believe this guy's about to go live on TV. Young chap, young journalist. Um, yes, please more the like button. Guys, if there's anyone in the chats that's being a troll or being rude or is spreading any kind of racism, my mods have full authority to just immediately block from the chats. We don't tolerate that kind of stuff here. So yeah, mods, please look out for that. All right, I think it's time for me to go. I don't know where JC is, but I'm sure him and I will be in touch shortly. I will be back in a few moments for part 3. I'm just gonna take a bit of a water break, and yeah, we'll chat soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Um, please share with people. Let them know I'm keeping these streams short so that people can watch like an hour at a time instead of watching 6 hours at a time. Uh, so yeah, please tell people. Please share. I will be back. Um, I will be back shortly. Cheers, guys, and stay safe out there.